there any dangers or risks that you need to be aware of? And in this case, not only for the people who are doing the software development, the coding, also for investors, users, communities, managers, please.
Yes, I mean, I am pro AI, so I'll always be, supporting AI. But we have to be mindful of the dangers that AI can bring in if we are not careful, right? Some of the dangers, I think, first is it's a very technical solution. If you look at yeah, the more and more AI gets applied and used, people tend to think that it can solve all problems. So we start using AI for everything, and that can lead to serious con. Rather than solving one small problem, we are actually creating a bigger problem in the future, right? So, for example, if you have a AI system for streamlining the social service processes, and if you leave it without any refinement or continuous monitoring, it can go rigid, and some of the migrant communities may not be getting the service. They can fall through the cracks. Another example was Amazon, right? They were using recruitment tool, a proprietary recruitment tool, and thought it's going to solve the recruitment problem, but it had bias. It had bias against women, and they had to pull out the tool. And even for as simple as Google's page rank, all right. So if for people that is based on how users are using the pages, and now if those users are having some sort of a bias, then that bias is going to be propagating and
Even
going to
faster.
east faster, right? So that is it is if you consider it as a technical solution and try to use it to solve all problems, there is a danger
Yeah.
that it might have adverse impact. Okay, second thing is, I always say take a risk based approach. If you are using for detecting disease, and if you are not mindful of the bias, you might not be detecting a very cancer, which might lead to the death of the person. Loan, which I talked about before, if you don't mindful of the bias and take holistic approach, you may be rejecting loans, which might take put people under stress. We've seen AI being used in sentencing, AI being used in crimes now. If you are taking historical data saying that if it's a non-white community or a low-income group, crime is going to be more, then you're going to be focusing more and more police there, and it's going to lead to discrimination and social
Oh,
divide, which
yes.
Christian was talking about, right? So
Yeah.
there are some of those, and also you have, if AI goes into the rogue states, or they might use it for a political gain or economic gain. Misinformation,
Yes.
deep fakes, bots, people are using them to actually for their own agenda. So there are dangers, and now that is where responsible AI, that is another topic I'm very passionate about. We need to be really, there are a lot of frameworks that has been put together, ML ops frameworks, which is operationalizing and making sure it is doing the right thing. At end of the day, all of this, the human is at the front end, right? We need to make sure it is a risk-based approach, and we need to make sure humans is completely across what decision is being taken by AI, and it's actually a right decision.